Specialist Cruiser Barnes is a cavalry scout from the Hawaii Army National Guard. An injury last year stopped him from going to the next round.
Last year I won, but I broke my arm, so I didn't get to go to regionals, so that's kind of why I'm back here this year.
Some of the events included reacting to contacts and marksmanship.
I like coming out here and doing this to better myself and push myself as far as I can. I like to challenge myself physically and mentally.
Soldier of the Year for the Hawaii Army National Guard is Cruiser Barnes.
Winning is just, it's a benefit to me, really.
Army Sergeant Brad Parrish, Marine Corps Training Area Bellows, Hawaii.
Everybody come on up, shake their hands.
The U.S. Navy Reserve celebrated its 100th anniversary this month. Assistant Secretary of the Navy, Manpower and Reserve Affairs, the Honorable Juan Garcia III, spoke to sailors during a ceremony aboard the USS Missouri.
There's events going on all over the fleet, but this is special. Since the towers came down, more than 52,000 Navy reservists have been mobilized and deployed to serve in Iraq and Afghanistan. More than 8,000 have done multiple combat tours, 70,000 in total. Reservists doing missions like humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, like after the earthquake in Haiti and the tsunami in Japan and the flooding in northern Pakistan and in New Orleans. Missions in which the Naval Reserve became the embodiment of the generosity and the compassion of the American people.
The reserves represent 20% of the U.S. Navy's current force. Army Sergeant Brad Parrish, Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam, Hawaii. The 2015 Region 7 Army National Guard Best Warrior competition takes soldiers from 8 states and puts their skills to the test.
Land navigation was the most difficult. The terrain out here is a little bit different from Utah, so it's hard to practice for that without using the terrain features that I'm used to. This experience is really great because you get to have a whole week of participating in these kind of events with the highest caliber of soldiers. So you learn a lot from the experience itself and from the other soldiers. It's really great.
Specialist Cruiser Barnes finished first in the enlisted competition.
Each competition kind of learn about how far you can push yourself and what your limits are, and I think every competition you can kind of push past and see, okay, I can go even further than I did before. Everyone was beat up from that land nav and then going into the whole course and then hitting the litter carry. And you start off in the bushes, it's humid, but once we got to the road, we took a break and kind of pushed on from there.
Staff Sergeant Robert Zapata from Arizona won the NCO Best Warrior. Army Sergeant Brad Parrish, Hawaii.
Did you know Army Behavioral Health can help you and your family with a full complement of services? There are now 11 distinct programs that can assist with anxiety, depression, relationships, and more. Some of the programs include Embedded Behavioral Health, where a team is dedicated to active duty care located at your unit, Child and Family Behavioral Health, located at your local health clinic, and Telebehavioral Health, where you can connect with a professional through secure technology no matter where you are. Visit army.mil/PRMC.
The Fisher House has a lot for a patient. You know, I'm surviving cancer, still with the fight.
This house is a house of healing. This place is like a hotel, but you know, it's catered to our military personnel.
I've never knew of this place until last year, March 2014, where I was diagnosed of cervical cancer.
The first thing that I've actually experienced when we got accepted in the Fish House was the immediate financial burden that was taken off our shoulders. Imagine spending in excess of $3,000 a month just for housing. I mean, immediately that's the first thing that it helped me with.
Fisher House, you know, you can't find a place like Fisher House, a beautiful place to stay at no cost to them. You know, these are for our military families that's going through their medical treatments.
Anita is, I want to say that she's, she's our angel,
Working here, knowing the families, and you can't help it, but you're involved. You end up being part of the family. So really, this is truly one big family.
I wouldn't be alive really if there was no Fisher House. I'll probably just give up the fight, go home.
To the thousands and thousands of young men and women who are serving in our joint force in the PACOM area of responsibility, and their families who are forward, the terrific job that they're doing, whether it's in the mountains of Nepal on relief, or whether it's in training and preparation for contingencies throughout this vast, vast area. We're very, very proud of them. Keep doing the great work because it's important to our nation and it's important to the future generations of our nation.
For the Japanese, the highest honor was to pour whiskey, American whiskey, as a part of home, and to pour it on the stone that's in Shizuoka and here at the USS Arizona Memorial. As it falls into the water is a way of extending the hand of friendship, forgiveness, and peace.
Give a basis for the friendly relationship that we have with Japan and keeping things going. Anything you can do to establish a friendly relationship and prosperity between two countries is good.
We, the American people, have a debt which can never be repaid, and this renaming ceremony is but one small token of gratitude we give a man to whom we owe so very much. I believe Vice President Biden said it best. Quote, Danny Inouye has a combination of courage, integrity, and effectiveness that is awe-inspiring. With Danny, it's never about him. It's always about his state, country, and military men and women. There is no man in the United States Senate that I admire more than Dan Inouye, unquote.
The center represents the opportunity to bring together people from the military, from the diplomatic corps, and many others who can get to know each other, who can learn together, who can strategize together. And I think that's a lot of what he saw as the opportunity for a place like this.
We're bringing some people that aren't part of this organization in, and we're going to take them through the process from start to finish in terms of what a soldier can expect and what they experience. They're going to get to see the various aspects of our medical staff and what they offer, the programs that we offer, and also work with the cadre or the staff that will assist them through that transition process.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, sir.
We also get an opportunity to talk to the soldier, to find out not only what their physical needs are, but also their personal emotions, so that we can have a better understanding of what we need to do to better take care of that soldier. We're trying to explain the process that the soldier goes through once they come to us. In process, we gather
all the information that we need from the soldier, and from there we take the soldier to meet the people that are going to be working closely with him, such as the social workers, the nurse case managers, the occupational therapist, the transition coordinator. Also, they give an opportunity to meet the chain of command.